Massa, so we had a weekly demand, and it's really why you need to wait. So we had a weekly demand, and we talked about this, and some of the group took longs in from the low. Maybe actually I think it was from here, just up for the immediate retest, but you can see that it's created a daily supply. So while it's in a weekly demand, this is not a valid long until we get past some supply and start to see some demand hold. So this, like, since we actually were talking about this, and I think the group just traded this scalp here, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I look for in these alerts. You know, like you can trade the bigger picture. You know, if you wanted a long in this weekly demand with your stop below the weekly demand, that's fine. If you start seeing that it's not getting through daily supply, do I think this info applies only to Massa or to all alts? All alts. This is a structural thing that, you know, when you're hitting a demand, you're looking for what your nearest supply is, and like hopefully if you're watching, you know, you watch the recent educational video I did on it, but you're looking at, you know, what's your structure, and you want to at least wait for it to break the nearest supply before you start being confident. You know, and again, I see so many people, you know, longing here without realizing it hasn't actually got past the local supply. And this is another one here. Yes, we are in a weekly demand. Yes, if you want to trade this with your stop below the weekly, that's fine. You can do that. However, until it gets past supply and negates this downtrend, this is still in a downtrend, and you can see like we're on the 8-hour chart now. You know, that's your down move, that's your retracement, and then this is the bigger down move. But within this, we've got smaller waves, and that's your last down move. And you can see here, it's come up and tested it, hasn't got past it. Here, it's just swing failed it, hasn't got past it. So this is still, so while you can long new demand here, you know, you could have tried there and you would have now been stopped out. You can long new demand if you want, but until you break your downtrend, this is not a valid long. However, it's in a weekly demand, so you should certainly be watching it, but the market has to be ready. So yeah, anyway, in this case, obviously it's not broken daily supply and it's tried twice, so I'm probably looking for lower on this now, and there's a 2-day a bit lower, just under this weekly, and again, some stops below there that it could go for. From a short perspective, it's in a bigger downtrend. This might be the start of an uptrend if it does hold a higher low here. However, you know, there's all these options, so if this is your new uptrend, then that's what you're expecting. If this is your downtrend, then that's what you're expecting. If we see a bounce here, then it's possible that that's starting. But again, we still need to see supply broken. And again, the most recent supply is this. This middle level is at the zone, you know, where you would have wanted a long entry if you were going to continue your longs. So this is a reasonable zone to look for a short entry if it gets retested. It probably isn't quite in a premium. The premium to short will be up here. But again, you're tossing up similar to here. You know, you had this downtrend. You can wait for up here for your shorts. But, you know, that gave you a perfectly valid short. Didn't get, in this case, you know, didn't get back down to demand, which is what you really would have wanted for the target. But again, did give you an entry. And it's you're perfectly fine to look for scalp shorts on the mid waves. But they're lower probability than waiting for the top or the bottom of a move.